Hey folks, I'm Sean C. Davis, and I want to run a little experiment today. I have been using Claude Design quite a bit recently. I find it really helpful for quick visual iterations, and that can be for a web app, for a redesign, pretty much anything. What I really like is it tends to move pretty quick because we can build these concepts without necessarily worrying about how all of the things under the hood kind of fit together, and we just don't have to wire it up. Everything is static right there on your design canvas. And the experiment I want to run today is to see what it takes to go from a design created in Claude Design to a static website and then to a fully dynamic web application. And that's what we're going to try. Let's take a look. So here we have the output of one prompt and then a little bit of tweaking. This is basically meant to be a community photo gallery type of site. So we can see here, we have the implication of user authentication and user profiles. I'm signed in as Maya. I can go to my own profile and see the images that I've uploaded. I can click on an image and then I get the detail page for that image. I can go to the home page. I can click on somebody else's name and I get this photographer's page right here as well. And I can even sign out and then see that I have kind of a landing page with a continue with Google button where I should be able to click it and then authenticate. So the first step here is to say, how do we go from this? I've been interacting with Claude Design. I feel like this is good. I'm happy with the output. I just want to put it up on the web first. And so let's do that. I made this a little bit bigger so we could see. Now I'm going to come up here to share, click export, and then I'm going to choose this project archive so I get all of the files for this particular project downloaded. So I'm going to check that and then click download. Then I'm going to open up a new tab and go to netlify.new. And what I can do is I can take that downloaded zip file and I can drag it down here and just drop it in. We're going to rename and deploy. We see that deploy is already done. Instantly, I have this new site, so I can open it up. And here, it looks exactly like it did in the Claude Design canvas. I can click around just like I could otherwise. But the difference now is that this URL is public. So I can share that, or I can come in here and I can rename it first. We'll say manage project name and thumbnail. And let's make it Daylight Photos, just because Claude Design decided to call this Daylight. We'll save that. And now my new URL is daylight-photos.netlify.app. Okay, so that's awesome. Just a quick export from Claude Design, drop it into Netlify, and boom, we have a site live on the web. But people can't really do anything with this other than exactly what we've been able to do and click around a little bit. We want to make a fully interactive, dynamic web application. And let's see how we can do that. Back in my Netlify admin UI, I'm going to come down to agent runs and add a prompt. I've said this was a static site exported from Claude Design. Turn it into a fully dynamic app with auth, image uploading, and interactive photo gallery. Just to lead that agent a little bit and hope it will fill in the blanks for me. So let's hit run task. We'll let this run for a few minutes and then we'll come back when it's done. Alrighty, we're all done. Let's see if we can do it. Let's go over here. This is a deploy preview for my agent. So we are not live in production yet. One thing I want to say before we jump into that is that we notice we have a view your database button here. So we actually, I did a couple of different runs here in the background, but we have an actual database here for this particular run. This is the one that we're going to test. And we can see we already have 8 posts loaded in here, which the agent did for us. So let's take it for a spin. All right, I had to confirm my email and now I'm going to sign in. Aha, and I see my user up here. I can go to my profile. I have no photos shared yet. So let's share a photo. And off for now, and post it. Holy smokes, there it is, there it is. All right, I can click into it. I've got the detail page, and then if I click my user, I have my list of photos that I have uploaded. This is amazing. Think about this. All I did was I went through some iterations to build a static mockup of an application through Claude Design, and then by deploying it to Netlify, we had the same static design on Netlify and one agent run with just a couple notes, one sentence. And we had this fully dynamic application. We have authentication, we have a database, we have image uploading and delivery. I mean, this is truly incredible. It's so exciting that we can go from just this quick little mock-up to a fully dynamic web application. I want you all to try that, share your results with me. My name is Sean C. Davis. I'll see you next time.